We'll see if they keep it this way. If we look at tri-lane versus tri-lane, it does feel like T1 might have the advantage solely based on the fact that they do have that Viper. And no matter what tri-lane you have, up against the Viper, it can be kind of painful. However, Fnatic have kind of positioned themselves very nicely. They want to go after Cuckoo first. They spot him out. Fisher does fly out from jabs. Is this going to be enough though? Cuckoo, he'll be chased down. A lot of damage flying in, but Zephyr slows them down now with the boulder smash. DJ's dropping low, but so is Cuckoo. Jabs on the chase. Who gets it first? Cuckoo's still alive. Gonna turn back around, but Jabs, he does get the kill and then denies himself off. DJ is still very low on that Enchantress, trying to run, and he is going to be able to dance his way out of there. As First Blood will go the way of Fnatic. And you know, John, there's arguably no worse hero to give that First Blood to if you are T1. That's only going to help Jabs get that blink up faster. He already has the Tranquil Boots up now.
Yeah, it's going to be so much harder to stop this Shaker from being a nuisance. Breaks up the tri-lane. You see T1 do the same. They drag Whitemon down bot, but Whitemon's out of mana. He's going to have to eat some mangoes up if he wants to have some presence. Jackie in this lane is faring okay against Masaros, but as a melee hero up against the Abaddon, it's not particularly fun. Masaros has his level 2 up. He's got the shield and the slow ready to go, so it's not necessarily a good time for Jackie to come up. You also run the threat of if you contest the Abaddon, you might get blocked with a fissure, so you need to keep your Phantom Strike ready to bail you out every single time.
That you do. Of course, the mid lane as well, you've got Carl there up against Moon. Well, Moon's having a very nice time thus far on this DP. Not really struggling too much up against the Batrider. Of course, as the levels do go up on Carl, you do have to get a little bit more afraid, but you are kind of at that level 3 power spike now for Carl, so you kind of expect that he tries to make the jump on Moon as we speak, but Moon isn't really giving that away. He's kind of making it very, very difficult. And as I talk about that, down a bot lane, this Crystal Maiden is going to die. Whitemon, unable to sustain himself up against Masaros on the Abaddon, does end up dying.
It's just really tricky to see him in that lane. He opts for the level 2 aura to give his team a bit of a boost and allow him to try to apply some harassment out with Crystal Nova spam, but that just means he has no way of stopping a chase onto him. And even if he got the route anyway, a Photic Shield's gonna limit. So your options are limited, and this is one way for Fnatic to really apply that harassment out. They've got so much mobility with Jabs with his early tranks. They've got good control and good damage. You really have to watch your spacing if you're T1. It could take a while for you to get any sort of aggression out with this kind of dual lane down bot.
Absolutely. So I think this mid lane right now for T1 is becoming very detrimental. I don't think it's so bad that Carl hasn't... Like, he's farming fine. It's just, if you're not applying pressure on the opposing mid laner, I just don't feel like the Batrider pick is necessarily worthwhile. And again, you look at Moon CS, John, top of the CS board right now, no struggles in the world. It just seems as though Carl is not going to be making that jump anytime soon. Meanwhile, top lane, however, Cuckoo should die to this impetus, and he will. DJ will just walk away and not stare at the explosion that was Cuckoo. That's going to be a 1-3 already for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're having a fantastic time. They're getting some kills up. They're punishing T1 for trying to overextend their position. They are looking to scuffle over these runes, but it does go to Whitemon. You are still seeing Carl lag behind. Moon is still maintaining that lead he has over that Batrider down mid. So Carl is really just going to have to look at the jungle. I'd say you'd expect your CM to build up some stacks, but his bot lane's just been so caught up that it's just a slower start overall for T1, and Jabs is just really impressive.
Yeah, great rotation out from Jabs. Amazing Fisher out from our Earthshaker, and that's going to mean that Moon will happily take another kill on the Batrider. While that's happening, they tried to make a jump onto Masaros, but it's very, very tough when you're going up against the Abaddon. Those kind of kings of the solo off lane, where it's not like you can kill him. He's just going to keep spamming a Photic Shield. Yeah, he's not level 6 yet, so he doesn't have borrowed time. Shield is a very, very low cooldown. And the chances are you just aren't going to get through the raw HP pool of the Abaddon.
Maximizing that.
Top lane though, they can kill DJ, that's for sure. Zephyr does end up finding that one on the Earth Spirit.
it takes them a while. Like, they've been committed to keep trying to hunt that Enchantress down up top, and now down mid. You see some pressure onto Carl. He is forced to pop his Firefly just to get out of there, which means he's going to have to try to farm up, but that means he's not using that in the jungle. So you're taking out some utility from the Bat Rider just by forcing him to stay in that lane and not really maximize the Firefly and clearing camps.
Therefore, oh, they want Cuckoo on the Viper. Fisher not actually going to land onto Cuckoo, but they have blocked his pathway, and that means that they can still rush for this kill. However, they are dropping very low on this Troll Warlord, and a nice roll in from Zephyr. Right on target, is going to kill off Raven in return. Now going to keep going. Jabs does not have another Fisher to throw out. With that, Whitemon just going to turn back around. DJ now the one dropping low as the boulder smash. It's going to be off target, but they have a roll available. DJ going to just sidestep that one and just dance his way out. In fact, he'll turn back around now. But while that's happening in the mid lane, Moon up against Carl. Carl, he tried for Lasso. It was not going to be enough. Moon picks up another kill with the Spirit Siphon. Back up to the top lane. Raven able to kill off one, but Zephyr, well, in fact, it was Cuckoo who kills off DJ. The buyback from Zephyr now as Jabs is getting very low on this Earthshaker and will tick out the poison. Cuckoo gets a double kill on the Viper. And all this buyback from Zephyr, probably not worthwhile.
No, it looks like it will allow them to at least secure the top tier 1. Raven has to be a bit careful. He is far forward without any help. Really early rotation out as well from Jackie. He hits level 6, just wants to take that objective out, so they're hitting their tier 1 timings here. For T1, Fnatic first exorcism was forced in the fight, so Moon's going to have to push down this bot tier 1 the old-fashioned way. Not going to be as fast as you want, but you should still be able to line up an even 1-for-1 tower trade here.
Well, I really like this rotation out from T1 though, because you pointed out the fact that Fnatic, they're looking to get very, very early tier 1 towers with their draft, but with Jackie rotating at the 6-minute mark to go along with this siege creep, he kind of evens it out very early on, so it's almost like they're preemptively just trying to keep up with Fnatic in terms of objectives.
Yeah, and that is one way to take away that advantage that Fnatic wants to build up with what the towers give them. Their map control will end up being even if they don't find the advantage, and the gold they gain is just going to be balanced out. So, gotta watch out for that if you're Fnatic. Still, they're working this map control really nicely. They're invading that jungle. Moon's clearing out a couple of stacks. Next exorcism is going to be up in about half a minute, but the mana pool of Moon isn't too healthy, so might be a while, but you've got this just unstoppable Abaddon, right? Like, he's just in bot, can't be zoned out. You are forced to just have Jackie elsewhere, and he's at a risk farming.
Every Crystal Maiden's nightmare, getting surrounded by the enemy team. And it's not like they need to rush to kill you, it's more so that they need to decide who's taking the kill. Because you're a Crystal Maiden, you are guaranteed to die. It's a matter of who takes your life away.
Yeah, it's nice giving it to Moon, just helping their mid accelerate. I do worry about how much free farm they're giving here to Jackie, and we've seen Jackie just get the space out before. He's left alone to farm top. He's number 2 in net worth, tied up with Moon. Raven's progress has really slowed down. You're seeing Raven lag at about 900 gold behind Jackie, so the Battle Fury timing of her PA is going to be faster, which means the flash farm is going to be up faster for T1. That is something to worry about. Fnatic can't really allow that.
Exorcisms. They're going in mid lane. They want Carl. Fast TPs are coming in. Zephyr straight on top of the Abaddon. Mazarof's going to go down. He had not skilled up borrowed time. Now DJ trying to run away as well, but he's been slowed up by the poison of Cuckoo. He's healing up as he runs. Cuckoo turns back around, but eventually DJ is going to die. They get that one final attack in, and that mid lane push really doesn't work out in their favor. Maybe just a bit of overconfidence there, but they may have wanted to wait for that borrowed time to be up. Meanwhile, Moon's still sticking around, but T1 just going for the dive straight past the tier 1 tower. Masteros will TP in and make sure Moon does survive, as now they'll just chase down Cuckoo. A nice Fisher is there from Jabs, holding down Cuckoo. He's trying to TP out, but Jabs has the aftershock, and that means that Cuckoo is going to go down, and Moon is able to pick up a dominating spree now on the DP.
Yeah, it looked a bit rough early on, but they do manage to turn it around. A bigger swing coming out for Fnatic. They hold on to a less than 1k lead, so it has been slipping away. The biggest issue really is just Jackie. free farm into that Battle Fury here for PA. 5k total net worth. Still 3 parts away though, so not quite there yet, but this is faster than your troll. So Raven's timing's always going to be slightly behind Jackie's, and again, we've seen Jackie just left alone in the core. That's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what T1 wants. They know the timings Jackie hits, and he's allowed to do this. Fnatic needs to find some opportunities to roam deeper. They need to find these objectives. Moon with his next exorcism should look to really secure mid. Tier 1 have to just be really aware of how deep they dive without that ult on Masaros.
Going back to your point about Jackie, I mean, even with this new patch, the PA is still extremely strong. We didn't really see many nerfs to her. She's still a real powerhouse in this current meta. And I mean, just judging by Jackie's farm, I mean, we keep harping on about it, but 5.4k, he's been at the top for quite a while, and with that Battle Fury timing, it looks set to have it up for Jackie in about maybe 2 minutes. I'd say is a maximum, assuming he's left alone for the next 2 minutes. It should be ready to go. Yeah, it's going to be before Raven as well, who's still trying to farm his up, but he's about 1k behind Jackie, and that is going to be very, very problematic for Fnatic if this kind of pace keeps up with the PA. And it may just as now jabs, roll, not going to connect, but Whitemon doesn't get the frostbite. He was trying to get vision with the Crystal Nova. Zephyr didn't have vision either. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. You really need to kill off jabs here in Fnatic's end, because the team fight for Fnatic is not coming from Masaros this game. It's coming from jabs on the Shaker, so he is allowed to build up into his blink. If he finds that in a timely manner, it's going to be really dangerous to fight into that control.
Oh, it's a nice lasso out. 5 sticky napalm stacks onto Moon. He cannot sustain that. Moon, maybe just a little bit overly confident. Cuckoo gives him the tip, so does Carl. Just trying to give it to Moon. In fact, Zephyr joins in now. Everyone just jumping on top of poor old Moon.
Yeah, hey, you know, you win out in the end in those tip wars, right? You get more shards for yourself. You're a happy guy. But they're happy with that pick-off. T1 do get the slight net worth lead on their end. Fnatic, with this downtime under DP, aren't really able to position themselves in the spot where they can use the exorcism, which is really important. They need to just play with Moon, play with the exorcism, start looking at towers to take. Mid tier 1 is really just staring them down. You see T1's actually being aggressive up top.
Yeah, Whitemon is probably set to fall here. There's no real way out for him.
I'm burning up.
Eventually just died to the right clicks of Moon. Because Zephyr wasn't going to bother trying to roll in after him. He just kind of rolled his way out on the Earth Spirit. Absolutely no point in sticking around there. But Jackie's got the Battle Fury up in the exact timing we brought up. It has been 2 minutes, pretty much exactly since we talked about it, and this is going to be a very big cause of concern. He's now 2k ahead just about of the troll. On the brighter side, Jabs does have a very quick blinker.
Yeah, that's again very important for Fnatic in terms of setting up these team fights for themselves, as Masaros does not have team fight. He's a distraction up front. He still does not have a borrowed time, by the way, still pocketing that for when he needs it the most, but he's been able to farm up his Vlad's up, so you have more presence if Raven does come around as well, and with the blink pickup, of course, Fnatic will want to smoke up for that.
Let that they do. Fnatic. Towards the top lane they go. They are going to run into the PA. That's the target they want. He strikes right into Moon. Fish is going to be there, but actually blocks them all off. Now the roll in from Zephyr with the Magnetize out. Onto 3 heroes. Whitemon also going to come in. They're just holding down Moon. Now with the freezing field out, Moon, can he survive this much damage output? He can. The Infighting Shield's going to come in. Masaros will be there to make sure he gets out, and Jackie is going to kill off Jabs. That was an unfortunate kind of initiation there. I don't believe they were expecting Jackie to blink strike into that neutral camp, but that he did.
Yeah, it's just painful
Raven. Raven going to get saved by Masaros. Carl trying to go for the kill. Carl now going to be chased down, and with this, it looks like Carl is just set to die. He does not have Firefly up and ready to go.
Is under attack.
Oh, he tried a TP as well. Oh, there's your TP on cooldown now. He does have BOTs up, so it's not really that long of a cooldown anyway. It's gonna be back up by the time he respawns. But top lane, Jackie has been spotted by DJ. Raven gonna show up as well. Jackie gonna TP out of there, but the Fisher is out from Jabs this time around. They will surround Jackie. Can they get the kill? They'll commit the echo just in case, and eventually he should just die, and he does. That's a very important pick off together. He was just getting way too far ahead as this game went on.
Yeah, good punishment here from Fnatic. That's the target we wanted to see get punished. Did take quite some commitment, and of course they did sacrifice Jabs earlier for this kill, but it pays off eventually. You still are lagging behind here on Raven though. So his battle theory is still not done on the Troll. It looks like his time is only 2 minutes off, although he might be able to contest, but overall I think the progress for the Troll is just not lining up where you want to. So you need to still buy some more space. That tier 1 mid is still standing at the top, tier 1 standing as well. Fnatic is just not able to maximize their efforts the way they want, at least in terms of objectives. So I think you need to realign your strategy.
Well, Masaros, he's surrounded down that bot lane. He's in big trouble. He pops the borrowed time, trying to run, but he is all alone. They'll use him up in the air. He's got nowhere to go, but down towards the grave, and that is exactly where he is going. As Carl will take the kill on the Batrider now. I suppose they still get a tier 1 mid tower out of this though. So it's not really all bad news for Fnatic losing their offlaner. They do get a very valuable objective, and it is just before that 17-minute mark. Not really all bad.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer, but I think this is really Masaros' role in this game. Just be a nuisance, be up front, force responses out to free up Fnatic to focus on some early objectives and get something going their way. You do see T1 sort of clumped around mid. Carl is still smoked up, but he doesn't really have the best of angles to try to maximize it. And Fnatic, for their part, do have that battle fear in Raven, so it was around 2-3 minutes later than RPA. It's still gonna find that steady farm now, and Raven does sort of keep himself tied up. He is falling behind even Carl. That should be fixed relatively soon. Still has a bit of a gap to close with that PA though.
And he does. Still, a line has been drawn out. Fnatic, they do smoke up as 3. Echo back up in about 9 seconds. So they have spotted out Cuckoo on the Viper, but they try to avoid him. Their smoke does break, unfortunately, as Cuckoo was a bit too close. And Cuckoo gives Jabs the tip back, letting them know that they are well and truly aware of the presence of Fnatic in their own jungle. Ultimately, the smoke is going to lead to nothing. They'll just take over this Radiant side jungle. It's not really going to affect the side of T1 too much. They're okay with this. Maybe their T2 tower going down will affect them, but they're going to clip it up. And if they do want to fight John, Jackie has a Deso up now.
Major spike from PA.
He's been lassoed up. It's a massive target to go after, and he is all by himself behind that T2. He's still alive, however, but not for long. Masaros was not able to help him out. Now Zephyr, a great magnetized, forced the battle trance out from Raven. They will kill off the Earth Spirit, but that's about all. Or maybe not. Cuckoo also dropping low. Wymon, however, with the Frostbite is going to save his life for a little bit, but not for long. Still, the flame break is there, and now Jackie willing to jump in after Raven. Doesn't commit all the way yet. We'll go back after Masaros, just crits him to death. Onto Raven now he goes. Raven still trying to chase the Batrider. We'll just go after some creeps as Jackie will get a double kill. Back onto Jabs. Jabs a bit of a sitting duck here. We'll throw a stun out, but that's all he can do as Carl will pick up the last kill that was there for Fnatic. And you know, with that team fight, John, the man that just picked up a Desolator is going to be well and truly on his way to a BKB.
Yeah, the timings Jackie's meeting is just a bit too deadly. They've left him alone too long. And you'd think after several seasons of seeing Jackie do this from Motivate Trust days, you'd figure out what you need to do, but he's been allowed to do it again. T1 has been excellent in buying that space out. They've got great faith in Jackie. Still maintains a 3K lead over the Troll now, and he's just really hard to deal with. Like, the Troll is just nowhere near.
Doesn't feel like a tanky Abaddon right now, I'll tell you, John. 20-minute power bounty runes are going to spawn up, but Fnatic will be able to secure the bottom ones as the side of T1 get the top ones. Things have certainly slowed down here for this Fnatic side. Now 3K behind at 20 minutes in. It's going to be a 5-man smoke up now. They really want to commit for this. It may feel somewhat obvious to T1, however, that every hero on the map is just currently missing, but Cuckoo does actually avoid the Fisher. It's still going to slow him up. Carl blinking forward. Does get a nice flame break off, but he wants a lasso target. He hasn't committed quite yet. It looks like they are just going to allow Cuckoo to go down. Not a bad pick up there for Fnatic, and they are going to go into that Roshan pit, perhaps.
Yeah, without the Viper, you lose a lot of your DOT control, your area DOT control. They could try to slide in with Zephyr. It looks like they are aware, so this is not going to be a free Roshan. That it will not be. The Battle Lucian just allowed to be there. Was it in that spot in between? It was.
It's been enchanted now, hasn't it? It won't matter. Aegis does go, and yeah, the Batrider illusion has been enchanted by our Enchantress DJ. So Aegis the way Fnatic, a pretty big win for them. Still going to be very hard for them to take a team fight into T1 right now. But at least with that secondary life on Raven, they should feel a little bit more confident trying to go for it. I'd say Raven is probably going to try and reach the BKB first before they go for that big 5-man team fight with the Aegis. Just want to give yourself every single advantage you can get. So Raven, he's not too far off anyway.
Yeah, just a little bit of patience needed here.
Yeah, he's going to be alright. He's flying to the other side. Masaros does spot him out, but Carl is a bit too quick. Yeah, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, not too much Masaros can do. And speaking of, you know, he's just trying to be someone that bails out his team, going for the Lotus Orb next on the Abaddon, as you tend to see. Is farming up steadily for it, but you've got to deal with this BKB and Jackie. So he's got it way earlier. They could look to fight now.
Oh no, the Echo's mistimed. Oh, it does no damage. Oh, very unorthodox mistake there from Jabs. Now Jackie going to jump in knowing they don't have the control. His BKB has more on however, but here comes Zephyr rolling in. Now the battle trance is there onto Cuckoo. They want that Viper dead. Jackie's also very low. They'll try to take him out. Might just get him. He will. No crits come out for Jackie. Meanwhile, Whitemon trying to channel the freezing field does at least get the Aegis of the troll. But that's it for now, as Raven is going to respawn back up, going after Cuckoo. Meanwhile, Moon does kill off Carl on the sideline. They do at least get the Viper out, but that's all they get out. A 4-hero wipe there for Fnatic. And that's off a terrible kind of Echo Slam, as Chaps does return the favor onto Carl. But great news if you are a Fnatic fan.
Oh, absolutely is. That is just one way to win a fight. Jeez, Fnatic. Like, Jabs doesn't find the angle, doesn't matter, they win out in the end. T1 just kind of scattered with a jump in. Bit of an early BKB pop there from our Fury, so it's easily punished. And even without Exorcism, you've got this troll that can melt towers, so you've still got that ace up your sleeve. For Fnatic, they will just pull back. They did lose the Aegis, but the BKB is going to be up for Raven in a timely manner. So even without the second life, he will have a BKB to play with. He's going to have spell immunity up. That's going to take away a lot of your damage from Cuckoo. The control you get from Whitemon and Zephyr is gone as well. So they will need to sort of watch themselves there, as it's going to be a nice spike for Raven. He's going to have at least one charge up compared to our PA, because obviously he does pick it up later. So in that sense, farming a bit slower for the BKB does sort of work out for Raven. The gap between Raven and Jackie as well has narrowed to 1k, so it's not as significant. Jackie's got to be a bit careful when he does jump in like that, although they do smoke up again here in T1.
They're going to give it a shot. If they can land the lasso onto Raven, that's probably the best way you can start the team fight off. You do have to be worried about Jabs. He has the Echo back up, but they're going to move in and Masaros scout them out. However, lasso, no, borrowed time is there. A wasted lasso out from Carl now. Mazros, he just rushes in. He does not care, even without the foreign time, but he might be in trouble. Zempa, he's rolled in as well. They'll kill off Mazros. Meanwhile, Jackie trying to go after Moon, but Moon is going to be all right. Raven will also be forced to back. You lose 2 for nothing. T1, the best objectives they are going to get off the map for this is going to be the bounty runes. All 4 will go the way of T1, but they don't find any kind of towers or anything like that.
It's a bit of a waste as well. Those were BKB charges. Popping Carl?
Oh, Carl, he's in a very dangerous spot right there, trying to split push the creep wave. Doesn't have Firefly up, so Raven can definitely go for this chase. But Carl was able to blink away in time. Which is fine. Still a very, very close match between these two, of course. Both of them playing to the best of their ability. As they do lose this series, they might be on their way home. Yeah. This 3K net worth lead, it feels like it's been standing for quite a while for T1.
It's
Fnatic, the cusp for so long, Fnatic, on taking it back.
Yeah, it's really just down to Raven. Right now he's the only hero that can really farm up. You pretty much sacked Masaros to be just this nuisance on the Abaddon, but there's really not much you can expect from him beyond just spamming out Fnatic Shield to break off the initiation, maybe getting some good use out of his borrowed time as well. So it's really just boiling into a Raven game. A little bit of farm going down to Moon would be nice as well. He is saving up for his own Aeon Disc. Eventually, once you've got that, a little bit more safety nets here for the DP can be really useful. But T1, better farm distribution overall. Cuckoo is, even on Viper, just pulling ahead of Masaros, and T1 want to maintain that aggression. They do smoke up one.
Oh, he found jabs on the Earthshaker. It's a nice way to kind of start another team fight off if Jabs just gets taken out like this. He has no help on the way, but he does have a Shadow Amulet. It will not work out, however. Carl have the damage output, so now the rest of T1, they want to try and make something happen. That Echo being kind of just will really help the confidence of T1 in the next team fight. So they've got 30 seconds to play with, but they're not really in a position to go after a tower. Maybe that bot tier 1, but that's really it. Not too big of a deal in the end for Fnatic.
No, definitely not. This is still a pretty nice way to widen that lead for T1. Just increasing gold. We talked about the timings Fnatic had to meet with their Exorcism or their DP. They just haven't. Like, they've taken 2 tier 1s, 1 tier 2, but T1 are still sort of keeping control as well because they have taken a good amount of tier 1s themselves. So you don't really have a massive tower advantage here for the side of Fnatic. They're not really playing in the bottom jungle as well, despite taking that 3K. So their farming options are still sort of limited, and they really need to just find an opportunity with Moon right now. Looks like they might be eyeing that top tier 1, but that might open up a tier 2 push here from T1.
It may.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Fnatic still just hanging out up to that top lane. They will indeed go for that tier 1 tower.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
T1 will go for the tier 2 tower. So still the positive end of things here for T1 if they do manage to finish this tower off. However, Fnatic are doing the exact same thing. Both teams gripping up these tier 2s. However, it does seem like T1 are ready to try and initiate a team fight. Cuckoo is going to TP in. The tier 2 does go down. The kick has been on Raven. Lasso not going to be there in time. The silence is there by Moon. They can keep trying. Raven, his BKB is set to wear off very, very soon, but Masaros is going to be there to make sure they don't feel comfortable crossing the barrier, but Jackie just jumps in and crits him down. It's not there in time, and now DJ going to be in trouble. Jackie does make the jump again, finds a double kill, but they got the big one now. Raven, can they get lassoed up? Yeah, they can. They get the big one. The troll is going to die. That's a 3-0 trade. Both tier 2s going down as well. Another very positive style of team fight for T1. Fnatic, it looks like they might just have to kind of bide their time, and even to have that MKB up. He's pretty close to it, but he needs a bit more time to completely finish it off.
The more time they take, the more they miss out on this core timing they've got for the DP. Moon does have a relatively close build up on
Dire's
his
middle tower is
Aeon disc. He does have the
Dire's
parts to
middle
finish it up,
tower
but he's just holding on to it
got
until he
knocked
needs it. So just popping that for now. You lose another tier 2 here in Fnatic, and suddenly your tower advantage again disappears. Even on towers so far, which is not where you want to play. You need to be so far ahead in objectives. It might
Jabs.
be- Ooh.
He's gonna find out Whitemon by himself, but doesn't feel too confident sticking around there. Whitemon, meanwhile, wants to 4-star forward and try to catch out Jabs. Crystal Nova not going to connect. Jabs still on the run. Is going to go for the Shadow TP, but no, it's not going to be enough. I think it was a Shadow Blade is what it was. Jabs is still in pretty big danger here and is set to just die. And while that's happening, in the time jungle, they have gone onto Cuckoo, but Zephyr is going to roll in and kick Cuckoo out. He's still alive. He will try to throw up the Nether Toxic before he dies. Meanwhile, the rest of Fnatic will go after Zephyr. Looks like Jackie is not interested in sticking around any longer. They do get Zephyr out as well. He just rolls his way out of there. So ultimately, a 1-for-1 trade. Probably favoring Fnatic as they do find the plus 3 Viper. Overall, pretty even, I suppose. And
I'd say it's
T1, they're set up for a Roshan now.
It's not very clean for Fnatic. They lose the Exorcism, so it's another time you pop Exo without being near an objective, without finding big kills. Now you don't have Exorcism for a Roshan. So T1 slide in, it's just Jackie. Everyone else is standing outside, but they have no spells beyond, say, a slam coming out from Jabs. They just can't get there fast enough. So good objective for T1 to take. Aegis and Cheese ready. They are aware with a creep being sent in, but it's just
another Santa hat hits the dust. Jackie now with the Aegis and the Satanic and Cheese up. Oh, and in case that wasn't enough as well, by the way, John, Paladin Sword is there for Jackie, so the lifesteal is looking very, very nice for Jackie boy. With that, they move into the dire triangle. DJ going to be the first one to be spotted out. Definitely the best target to die if you need one to die. However, a lasso is out on Moon, but the Aponic Shield is going to save. Still Jackie jumps in Moon. He's falling very low. There is the air disc to save, and he does also BKB up, and Jackie jumps back in. This time after Masteroff. Now the Echo coming out. Jabs. Uh-oh. And Jackie, he just jumped in and just took him out. Was that Echo meant to be for Carl?
He had a BKB though. Maybe he thought it would fade right then, playing on the edge, but doesn't pay off. And that's just gonna be straight Rax gone. Maybe even 2 if they could go for that bot set of Rax as well. And knowing that Slam is gone, they've got a lot of leeway to get that done. Maybe they're scared of Exorcism that comes out. It just doesn't feel like Moon does enough, because Aeon Disc is also down for 50 seconds as well. So it's not going to be a very clean break for him to just want to finish here.
Jackie, go off the Rax. T3's already gone. 2 Raxes out for T1 now. Suddenly Fnatic are in a much, much more difficult situation than they were just a few minutes ago. They could opt to go for a smoke here, but it's looking pretty tough. Even if they wanted to, T1, they have successfully backed out.
They do have the MKB up in Raven now on the side of Fnatic, so they have a way of ripping through the PA, and if they can isolate Jackie, that's such a big if. Right, like Jackie's just been on point when he jumps in. Fnatic needs to be the ones trying to force these fights. Jabs has to take center stage, start delivering the goods with his initiation tools, and his team has to be ready to back them up. So far, it's been really staggered initiations. It doesn't pay off that way in T1. They're just going to be eyeing that top lane out. Tier 2 still standing. Could take Tier 3 and just go from there.
Abyssal Blade coming out now for Jackie is going to be the, might just be the nail in the coffin here for T1. There it is.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Carl has the full Octarine core up.
Oh, you know what? I did just spot out. Whitemon does have his shard. He's got that.
There you go. You've got the frostbite to protect yourself now. Fisher is not going to land on Carl. Another smoke failed, and now Zephyr gonna roll straight in onto Masaroff. They'd love to take the Abaddon down first. They won't yet, however. They'll go after Raven instead. Raven, big trouble, trying to survive. Battle Trance is not gonna come out. He gets crit to death by Jackie, and Masaroff dies with him. Moon now just trying to run away. The damage fly everywhere, and it looks like this game might just be coming to an end. They kill off DJ, they've killed off Moon. The buybacks just aren't there, and they call it. T1 do manage to take out game number 1, and Whitemon, thankfully, is showing off the frostbite and the freezing kill jump.
Yeah, you know, he made good use of it in that last fight. He rooted himself, taking away the damage that was being siphoned there by Moon.